everyone, and welcome to another episode of Wildstorm Collectibles. I know I'm late to the game on this one, but I figured I'd do this anyway. It actually took me a while to find this Midnighter action figure because I slept on it and I didn't pre-order it like I should have. I didn't expect it to sell out, or at least, well, in my area it sold out. Apparently it was different across the country from other people I talked to. Some stores had a ton of them and some stores were out really quick. So big thank you to my friend Roy. He runs an Instagram called Roy's Toy Box. Does a lot of great figure photography over there. So I'm going to put his link in the description below. But this is actually his figure, so he did me the big favor of letting me be the one to unbox it for him because he loves to, to pose his action figures and whatnot for photography. So maybe you'll get a cool Midnighter one after this video. But anyway, so Midnighter, of course, from the Authority, right? And the big news of the movie coming up. Maybe that's why some of these action figures were hard to find. I don't know. People anticipating that, and I'm assuming eventually, we'll get an Apollo figure, so it'll be a nice set to have them both. But as you can see here, as usual with the McFarlane packaging, I'm always pretty happy with it. It clearly displays his weapons here, and I think those are extra hands there. So let's take a look at the back. So I'll have to look up this image. I feel like this is from one of the more recent Midnighter series that came out through DC. I could be wrong. I'll try to see if I can find it. If I can't, if you don't see it referenced here, somebody let me know in the comments below what Midnighter comic this image is from. But pretty striking image, pretty representative of him, I think, just taking on a mass of bad guys. Alright, so now we've taken him out of the box and transitioned him to the light box here so you can get a better look at him. So like I mentioned, he does come with the two, they're not billy clubs, I don't know, they're like baseball bats, and there's the two extra fist hands if you want to switch it out, which he's not necessarily known for having a particular type of weapon. I mean, by his backstory, he is a weapon, right? So this one is actually the second Midnighter figure that's ever come out. There was one that came out by DC Direct. I'll see if I can find an old picture of it here. And I think I actually have that one. I've just never done a video on it. But there was a few Authority figures that came out back in the day. Of course, this one is much more detailed, and the design is based more off of his modern appearances in DC Comics. I just realized as I was opening the package, this has actually been 25 years since the Authority #1 came out. I know he came out before in Stormwatch, but it's just crazy to think that he's been around that long. Of course, most of that time was spent in the Wildstorm universe when it was still separate from DC, but now he's fully a part of the DC universe. And like I mentioned earlier, he's upcoming in James Gunn's DC movies. So it'll be interesting to see as more people finally get to know him and the Authority and the other characters that are coming. Because I'm sure McFarlane will put out more, but he's always had that classic crescent moon symbol on his chest in one capacity or another. This one looks more like it's based on plate armor. If you look at some of the designs, it's funny, I see a lot of Batman influence here, which I know that was kind of Warren Ellis's intent when he originally created him, but I know they've really worked hard to try to steer him away from that, especially since he exists in the same universe as Batman now. So, this one, like I said, it's just, Midnighter is a cool character. He's just not my favorite, and, that's why I didn't jump on it like I did with the Grifter figure. But, like I said, obviously, you can only get him at Target, which is, I think, was another reason that it was harder for me to get once I didn't pre-order it on the website. I haven't seen them restock. So you can definitely check your local Targets and see if any of them are in stock on the shelves, and go support these figures so that way we can eventually get the whole Authority team. Let's take a look at the back here. I'm always a sucker for a cool trench coat, so any figure that has it is definitely a plus in my book. So this one, again, with all the little points at the end, definitely gives me some Batman vibes. And so yeah, this is a great figure if you don't already have it. If you're a Midnighter fan, this one is definitely far superior to the DC Direct one, but heck, that one was made like 20 years ago, so you got to forgive it, right? But yeah, If you like this video, be sure and hit like. I just wanted to do something really quick. I know that I don't put up many videos on this channel anymore, but you know, we'll see. This has always been kind of a side project anyway, so I just basically put them out when I can. And until next time, guys, stay wild.